lies that we put forth is in disguise. Irish warfare is nothing to be played with. I need it to walk inside.
So watch this video and subscribe and put a thumbs up.
Welcome, everybody, to the Rehab Center as we get back on the job to review the fire show of all fire shows. No, we're not talking about that Amazon Prime show that they're talking about. Now, we're not going that route. No, we pretty much are talking about the greatest show on earth. Well, for right now, anyway. Yeah. House of the Dragon, episode 3. And yes, the title of the episode is called Second of Its Name. I was like, ooh, just give me chills. Gives me chills. So how, and of course, as always, the lovely Reina Creole, the producer of the Dark Council, is here with me. As I was on her channel last week with guest star Zod Ryder, we rocked episode 2. So we're gonna do this back and forth thing. So don't worry, you're gonna get the two the hard way all the way through this season. So how you doing there, Lorena? Oh my goodness, was you so glad to watch that episode last night?
Woo, let me tell you. I was looking forward to this episode from the previews, but the episode blew my mind. Yeah. I mean, just with the way that our primary 3 characters, just within that span of time, just how much stuff had changed, but it was the conflict we expected to see, especially between Reina and her dad, Viserys, but just her whole attitude, like, did I tell you to stop playing? No. And she's gone from just, yes, whatever, to like,
bitch, please.
Do you know who I
am? Stop playing games. I'll knock you
know who I am? Her girl comes by like, oh, you should come join us. Like, who the frick are you? You ain't my mama.
I know. These people back in those days, I thought the Lannisters and their company was wild as up. Nope. They bringing the pain over here. Stick Kenobi came through. Hello, sir. Achilles V. Let's see. Keely Chow was in the house. All right. Hey, hello there, Stick. And we got, Outside the 9. Best channel ever. Keep up the good work. This boy Wonder this is my new account. My old one was hacked. Don't worry about it, Outside. You're in good hands over here. Very good hands. Oh, so fresh. 1994 with the $2 super chat. Give Matt Smith his Emmy right now. Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. And thank you for the $2 super chat, brother. You know what? Let's just get this started. We're pretty much gonna. I'm piggybacking on our brother Drunk 3PO, the way he's doing things. So I'm testing this out on my own, which I'm going to add to the screen, and we're gonna go through it like there's nothing to it. Now, as you can see, old boy here, he's sitting up here getting, the crabs are getting their eat on. And you see Mr. How should we say, Daemon Targaryen coming in here. Where's he at? Mr. Targaryen himself. Look at that shot.
On his, you know what? I have to, I cannot, the dragons, just how distinctive they are, because in the original Game of Thrones, it's like, okay, we got the dragons, they blow on fire. With this one, you can tell whose dragon it is, and just the fire effects, how it comes out of the dragon's mouth, how the dragon even flies.
Right.
On top of that, it's just like this. It's plussed up, but setting fire to all of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what's so funny? The fact that Caraxes has the House Targaryen insignia on his I guess his
his armor,
his armor, right? Yeah. I was like, yo, you giving dragons the actual insignia? I was like, I'm sold. I'm sold.
Just so you see that House Targaryen's, seal coming at you before you get smoked. Just to let you know who did it.
Oh my God. Just the way Caraxes is just bringing the pain out here. And then the fact that he's trying to how should we say, trying to protect Damon. I guess when he was
we pour one out for we talking spoilers. Pour one out for your boy you showed in the beginning, because
my dude right here. Where's he at? Where's my boy? I'm gonna give him a shout out. My man was like,
my prince.
There you go. There you go. There, my boy. Oh, not him. Okay. Not him. He's a sucker. He's a sucker right there. Where's he at? Yeah, there you go. There go my boy. My king. My King David. Yes. Praise God. Praise the gods. Praise everybody. That's right. My man was.
I felt so bad. I'm like, dang.
Me too, man. I thought my man, and the crabs are still trying to eat. It's like, listen, you could talk while we eat. Just keep talking. My man got it. My man got his wish, though. He was set free in the worst way possible. But hey, Damon came in there, told the dude, "Come on out, you little coward. Come on out." Crab feeders is sitting up here. Crab feeder just sitting up here, just chilling. So he got away. Here we are back at the home spot. And as you can see, you know who that is. That's Big Brother. That's Otto's big brother, the Lord of Hightower. And he's telling his boy, son, you better do something. You better do something.
You need to get with the program.
Exactly. Get with the program. Talk to your daughter. Talk to the king. Talk to everybody. But make this shit happen. All right? Well, big brother, listen, he's not, going away from Rhaenyra. It'd be difficult. His older brother was like, son, I don't want to have to tell you first. You get back on your job. Hey, the little brother have to acquiesce to the big brother. Now, homie over here, not this one, not this homie, that homie. Mr. Tywin Lannister. You know what? I almost called him, almost called him Tywin. I'm so used to the name Tywin that to use any other name other than that is like, Tylen? Was it Tylen? Tylen. Now he seems like he's the voice of reason. Now he got a twin brother, but we'll see him in a minute. So he's trying to tell the king, yo, serious, come on, man. We get a little something on these stepstones, man. We taking a beating. And he's trying to give them, some words of wisdom. But Viserys, he's sitting up there like, I'm trying to get my food on. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I got all this food.
Enjoy the spread. Enjoy the good time. Just let me enjoy the peace. Enjoy the peace. Don't bring me no bad news.
Not right now.
Just not right now, and dude is like, look, this has been going on for 3 years. It's like it can wait for 3 days, right?
That's a few more days, and now Viserys is like, where the hell is Rhaenyra? Where's Rhaenyra at? Everybody walking around, drinking, having a ball. It's like, because somebody in the 7 Hells tell me where my daughter is at. So now we go into the Godswood, where the queen, or the future queen, is just reading the book, chilling, and she got her own personal Walkman CD player, the minstrel, and he's doing this thing, and he's doing his little thing, and look who comes out here. Look who comes out here. Because he's trying to find a daughter, so she took it upon herself to come out to the Godswood, because that's where they used to be their hangout when they was kids. So now she struts up her big, fat, pregnant belly up there, and she just got this look like, And of course, Rhaenyra just not even paying this bitch no mind.
Like, don't you need to be somewhere?
I'm reading my book.
Yes.
I'm not ready to go up there, and and the minstrel sitting up here like, okay, well. Do I even need to be here? The minstrel's sitting up here like, do I even need to be here? Now, Rhaenyra just told him, look, sit your ass down, man.
Did I tell you to stop playing?
Yeah, sit your ass down. And then she just went into I am the queen. The queen. And Rhaenyra's like, oh, this bitch is, yo, see this face?
On her face, can I just tell you, the more I see this actress, the more I love her. She can do so much with her face, because we've gone from the innocent, Rhaenyra
Mhm.
to, the grieving Rhaenyra
Right.
to now it's just like,
I'm so over this bitch.
I'm had it with y'all. Exactly.
I'm so over this girl. You already had the son. Now you coming out here like 9 months pregnant, and you talking about, well, I am the queen, and we are requesting you. It's like, all right, I'm on the way. So now look at this beautiful backdrop of King's Landing and stuff. I will say, man, the cinematography on the show is sick. It's almost like they got like we paying big bucks of money to just give you the best cinematography that you can't even take your eyes off the screen.
And a lot of it is natural cinematography. Like, I
Oh,
don't
it
know
is.
where this one was shot at, but I know they shot a lot in Spain and Portugal. Like the scene last episode where you
Right.
see Viserys and Lenore walking, and
Mhm.
you see like all of the scenery. I believe that was shot in Spain. It's
Right.
beautiful.
Like I said, I appreciate artwork in all its forms. So now we get not the hired help. No,
Yeah.
we ain't talking about the hired help. We're talking about this right here. All right. Nope. Rhaenyra just looking all pissed
Like,
off.
why the hell am I
There
here?
we go. We get the first look of Aegon. Look at him, blonde, but got the Targaryen hair. You know what I'm saying? Got his little leggings. He's chilling. He even got his little pet dragon right there. Look at smug old Allison. Look at I got me a man.
She said, I'm a do the Princess Diana thing. I got an heir, and I'll give him a spare too.
Yeah, and just poor, and they look like the hired help. They just trying to do their job. Viserys, Rhaenyra's whole facial expressions is literally brilliant in this thing. She's just reading everybody, anywhere that she can find something to be like, you know what? I'm gonna trip you up. I'm gonna trip you up. She was not to be played with. And of course, Viserys just going just bring down the house. Now he's coming up here. Everybody's clapping. Now you got the two. Is it the two brothers? Yep.
Yeah, the Lannister twins.
The Lannister twins. Okay, so that's the whole Lannister crowd right there doing a thing. And of course, you got who else? Yep. Big brother Hightower. I'm telling you, they bringing out the rich.
You know what? I'm gonna call him Big Pimpin' from now on.
Big Pimpin', yeah. But I just love the way they got this lavish, tent. It almost looks like a damn restaurant, to be honest with you.
It's very reminiscent of, like, say, Rome, ancient Rome, with all the sheer hangings and just the decadence going on, with people just laying down and relaxing and just feeding their face and just like they have no place else to go and nothing else to do. It's very very opulent. Reminds, because you remember how decadent Rome became, because they just got fat and happy and satisfied and were ignoring other threats. They conquered
half the world. So what else more they need to do? We done it all.
Like, we just chilling. We just chilling. Who's going to come against us?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody. Not even the barbarians at that time, man. Rome was just like, it was on Mount Olympus, and the costumes. What can you say, man? These people that really put this show together in terms of showing how badass House Targaryen was back in those days. And as you can see, Viserys is looking at Mr. Lannister. He's scoping out Rhaenyra, and he's looking at him like, damn, man, could you, be a little bit more with a little coof?
Puff your brakes.
You know,
he's like, no, I'm trying to cuff that right now.
Right? Now, who's the chick that, because somebody said that was Olenna's ancestor. Somebody said that was Leona. Yeah, her right here. Oh, what else?
Was it?
Yeah,
was it
her.
The one who?
Yeah, the girl, the woman with the.
I can see that. I can see that, just because of if you just when she started talking,
Mm-hmm.
you can just hear like the same cadence with Lady Olenna. It's like
Right.
she's asking you stuff because she knows you know something. Even if you don't
Mm-hmm.
think that you know it,
Right.
it's gonna come out. Because you notice she's asking him, well, he's your
Mm-hmm.
uncle, and she's like, well, I haven't seen him, in years. Yeah, but
Yeah, but what
that was
he's
before
doing,
your father made you heir. Think,
right.
honey, think. It's the same attitude. So I wouldn't put it past
She
that.
let the
That's one
dog
of her
eat the
ancestors.
food that was
I
on her plate. I was like, yep, that's a rich person right
know.
there. That's a rich person right there. And of
Mm.
course, all this good food and attorney and everything was good until homie. Wait a minute, where's homie at? Where's homie at? My man right here, Don Juan Delanucci. My man
Mm.
just how should we say? Listen, baby, listen. I could build you X, Y, and Z. My man shot it. My man took the shot. He took the shot. And my man was like,
Without
you know, I can
hesitation.
no hesitation in it. I mean, he started off good, and he said, "Yeah, I could do all of that for my queen or my lady
Lady
wife."
wife. I was like, mm.
And she looked at, and he was like, "So what's up, girl?" Left him lonely.
But I love how they set that up because at
Yeah.
first you really didn't know what was going on. Like, oh, Lannister, yeah, okay, and he's just shooting the crap, talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of like, oh, okay, I think this is somebody I can talk to. When you just minding your business at the club, drinking your drink, looking around, somebody come
Yep.
up talking to you, yeah, okay, whatever. Well, I got this, and I got this, and
Mm-hmm.
I got this. So
But
come
he
on,
made a
girl, what's up?
yeah. Oh
And
man,
she's just like, can I
he
just
wasn't
breathe?
afraid.
Mm-mm.
He wasn't even afraid. He just because he kind of figured that whoever put the bug in his ear, I think it was Hightower's brother that put the bug in the ear about the king is trying to get a betrothed and
Mm-hmm.
he's not unopposed to you, kicking it or whatever. But he said something else that when he brought it back to the king,
Mm-hmm.
the Viserys got annoyed and he was like, what are you talking about? That my daughter's not going to be the heir. She's going to be the queen. And he had him tongue tied like, oh shit, I must have talked out of turn. I better back it down. He gave him this gift and it was like, yeah, my dude, that was just the wrong thing to say. Now, Viserys lost his shit. He lost his shit with Rhaenyra in
Mm-hmm.
front of all these people. I mean, my man ain't got no chill, but still, I was like, damn, Viserys, all these people, they already all up in your business.
I think it just got to the. I think if it was one of his toadies or courtiers or something like that, he would have
Yep.
been cool. But it's his daughter, and he was probably just like, you know what? I just need to freaking be real here for a moment because you're just not getting what I'm trying to say to you.
Right.
And I think it was just a rare moment because we really had the last time I think we saw him angry like this
Was with
was at
Dana.
his brother. Yeah.
Yep. That was first episode. That's right. And for him to just lash out on her just like that, it's like, well, damn. I mean, I know Rhaenyra was giving him a hard time and stuff. She wasn't talking to him and this, that, whatever. But he just like unloaded. What the hell, man? You gotta do your duty.
I
She
think
just
it's
lashed right back at him. It's
right
like, listen,
back.
man, I'm not no brood, man. You just gonna throw me, to whoever fits they fancy, man. It's like I wasn't even thinking about this shit. But and I hate to see them go at it because they have so many other scenes together with it, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're in sync with each other. But remember, this is like the second, what is this? The second time skip. So now it's 3 years.
It's 3 years.
Mm-hmm. So a lot has happened in them 3 years, but then again, ain't nobody told you to marry Allison. My bestie.
That's the thing. He married Allison, now he has a son. And that's
Mhm.
gotta be hitting her because her mother basically died
Right.
because she was
On the
trying to give, Viserys a son, to give him, an heir. And even though Viserys is like, you're my heir, and
Mhm.
everybody's sworn allegiance to you. The
Yeah.
whisperings in the background, which she's been hearing, is, yeah, he ain't serious about that.
Mhm.
He's not serious about that. He got a male heir. He's not serious
Yeah.
about
She
doing
does.
that.
She pretty much saying to herself, he probably forgot about the whole thing with all the lords, bowing down and sworn
Hmm.
their allegiance to me as the heir to the Iron Throne. Now all of a sudden it's all about Aegon, and obviously Otto Hightower is really pushing those buttons, in that way too. But according to Viserys, he didn't change anything.
Mm-mm.
He
Yeah,
didn't say anything,
he
but
said
his
ain't nothing
actions,
changed.
yeah, his actions really just like ripped the new one in Rhaenyra, and that this girl got on the horse and was out of here. Your boy, who is it? Yeah,
Kristen Cole,
Christian Cole, right up there with her, right there. He's like, hell no,
because that's his job, because he
that's his
knows something
job.
happened to her. That's his ass.
Ring it in, girl. Ring it in, girl. I ain't trying to get executed by losing you. You know what I'm saying? So now
Exactly.
now they chilling, and I guess they gotten close in the 3 years that time has passed. So he's very familiar. He is the sworn shield. So
Hmm.
I guess he's real comfortable just walking with her and going through the thing. And
Which would make
Viserys,
which would make sense because he's supposed to protect her.
yeah,
And that's his job. It's like
hmm,
if you've got, a bodyguard with a certain client,
right.
there's a certain familiarity, over the years that you work with them. So she probably feels like he's the only person she can objectively talk to. Because remember, he had to chase her down, which was not easy, and then
Yeah.
take control of her horse.
I didn't even realize she was that good on the horse, man.
I
That
didn't
girl,
either.
that
Just
girl just shows me
gone.
some sides above, man. Like, woo. That's why I'm sitting up here like I'm team Rhaenyra Targaryen over here. I don't know about everybody else. I mean, I have my favorites in the other faction, but whew, this is my girl right here. So yes, misogynist Abu Nas is rooting for a woman who's not a
Mm.
Mary Sue, you know, who has flaws and everything else. She is just a well-rounded character that has so many layers on her, but she is incredibly smart, and I think I really like that about her as well.
Hmm.
She just has her ways about it. And of course, Viserys just, this is where your boy messed up, Mr. Jason.
You
He's
messed up,
sitting up
right?
here, yeah. Look at his hand on his leg. Like that's a rich person posture right there.
That's the
That's
Captain Morgan.
Captain.
Check it out. He got his hand on his belt. He's got his foot
Yo,
propped up. Hey.
Lionel, the master of laws, he's sitting up here like, what the fuck is this idiot doing? What is he doing? He got his hand on his leg. He acting like he the son-in-law already. Yeah, man. But Viserys got annoyed with him, man. Just was like, my dude, I'm not feeling what you what you talking about. All right. So guess what? You better move along. You better move along before you get yourself hurt. He's like, oh yes, my lord. And of course, Otto added more salt to the wound because Viserys is like, God damn, man, it's like I can't get a read on Rhaenyra. And then hey man, look, just betroth your daughter to Aegon, and then everything will be fine. And then Viserys look at him like, wait a minute.
I needed a moment.
I want to see the face.
I needed a moment when he said that. I'm
This
just
is
like,
Viserys' face.
is he for real?
Otto was dead ass. Look at Otto's face.
He was dead serious, but it was like, did he just? Okay.
Yo.
Now, granted,
Here you
that
go.
kind of stuff did
This is
happen
why.
in certain royal families
Yeah,
where
this
you
is why
had the
Viserys.
siblings marrying, but
Well, they're
she's
not. Like I said, they're not Targaryens. Of course, they're keeping everything pure in the bloodline. But he's just sitting up here like, my
did
dude.
this mofo just say what I think he said?
Yeah, he said, but my son. He said, my son is 2. The hell is wrong with you, bruh? Look at the. Look at Viserys. Viserys like, I seriously can't.
I have to point out here, this is one of the things that I like about this writing, because Viserys was thinking what we were thinking as soon as Hightower dropped that about you should propose to the Aegon. I'm like, what the what?
I said to myself, I know, Viserys, I'm right there with you. That's why the king taking a drink. He is just so over this goddamn hunting trip. I swear to God. Meanwhile, cozy, they're getting a little cozy there. So I'm sitting up here like, you know what I actually thought? I thought Kristen Cole might have tried to make the moves on it, but he didn't.
Put a pin in that. I'm going to put this bet down right now.
Mm-hmm.
Something going to go down between two of them.
Oh, okay.
It's your classic soap opera setup, because when he's talking, when she was asking if he was betrothed, and he's talking about, I could marry a lowborn, woman, but he's basically saying, look, I'm
single.
Somebody like me, I'm single, but I wouldn't expect to, marry
no,
royalty
but he's in the King's Guard. That means he can't take a wife or anything else. So he's pretty much a monk now, But Rhaenyra looking all cozy. She got her little. She ain't wearing the dress, so she, how she's sitting there. She's like, got my leg up. What's up, pretty boy?
That's why I said put a pin in that.
Look at him. Look at him. He's
I'm willing to take a bet.
I will not succumb to the temptation. But King's Vow, look at him. Yep, he might as well just. Now, this was the badass move that Rhaenyra did. Wait a minute, when she was killing the boar. What do you think she was thinking about, Lorena? What do you think she was thinking about killing that boar?
She was thinking about everything and everybody that has screwed her over for the past 2 to 3 years. Just stuff that she wasn't able to express, or just how much rage that she had. Right. She just let it out, because her life was literally threatened. And it was just like, no, I have freaking had enough. I've had absolutely enough. I've had enough of this.
Yeah, she bloodied herself a lot behind that. That's why I was sitting up here. And then she finally saw the white stag. Now, Kristen Cole was about to go and kill her, and she was like, nah, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? It's like at least somebody's free. You know what I'm saying? To do what they want to do. And that's what I took. That's what I took from it. She was like, at least the deer is free to not be, bothered at every turn about how you're supposed to live your life. And, she was actually, looking at the deer like, I wish I could be you. Yep. He
That's
just
one way to look at it. And I also kind of thought about, it's like, okay, well, her father didn't get it. No. And that was the one thing that he was trying to hunt. And it's just like, nah.
Yeah. Now Rhaenyra came back. Now look at Rhaenyra.
I love that. This is continuity, folks.
Oh, this is.
She didn't have time to wash that blood off. So as soon as you saw it, like in the previous scene, before they saw the stag, you saw all that blood still on her. And I was like, that makes sense. And it just to have that blood still on her, just to remind you that she is not above stabbing your ass.
Yeah, that's a good observation. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. And she's walking past the thing.
Everybody's like,
yo, the service is like, is that my child?
they're all like,
What the fuck? Yo, no, Allison's eyes. It's like, oh shit. This girl's a killer. Yep. This girl's a killer for real. Now look, wait a minute. I'm trying to get this little shot right here. Where is he at? Oh, come on. Where's he at? God damn it. Come on. I want to see this dude because you know he's gonna feature real big over here. Look at Hightower. He's like, God almighty. Strong is sitting up here like, nope. This guy right here. That's Howard Strong. And he gave her 2 looks when I guess she walked past and he was
I saw that.
Yeah, he gave her that look like, I like a woman like that. So pay attention because I know he figures into something going down. I think either in the next episode or the episode after that.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Otto Hightower back at it again, doing what he does best, sowing the seeds of dissension, and he's literally telling Alicent, "Look, you got to do something. You literally got to do something, all right? Because if Rhaenyra takes the throne, it ain't gonna be good for none of us, okay? Least of all him, because as soon as Viserys dies, he's on the chopping block as far as Daemon is concerned. So whatever she has to do, and this the telling thing, because she told him, Dad, I'm not trying to steal, his sister's birthright, She just wants to, like I said, let them be a family. But Otto's looking at her like, are you for real? Do you really understand the implications of if you don't really press this to the king, there's gonna be some consequences behind it. He's really trying to, to tell her what the future might be holding for his family, and that includes her. But she still, I guess, for some reason, was a little bit optimistic, and I wasn't even expecting that. I was expecting her to like, okay, well, yeah, Dad, not a problem, like she always did. This was the first time I saw her like, all right, well, I don't think we should even succumb to that. And I was like, whoa. All right, that was a twist.
I think part of that has to do with, I think that by this time, she genuinely does love Viserys. So she's like, I'm not purposely going to try to do something to undermine his daughter, who happens to be my friend. Granted, she hates my guts right now, but
yeah,
I can't see undermining what his will is. But Viserys wants Rhaenyra, and he said Rhaenyra, is his heir, even though she's like, she knows that her son is going to be well provided for. But Hightower, of course, he's seeing moves ahead. He's like, no. You have this son. He is the heir, and you need to make moves to assure that he is, because everyone in the kingdom sees it. He sees you have a male heir. Why isn't he the next in line for succession?
When I rewatched it, Big Brother Hightower got a lot of pull throughout the 7 kingdoms, and he probably planted those seeds. Like, I know y'all, bent the knee to Rhaenyra, but come on, that was before he got married and had a son. You really want to sit up here and bow down to a queen we never had? I mean, really think about it. There was no precedence for this. But Lionel Strong said the same thing. Well, there wasn't really no precedence, beforehand with Jaehaerys. He just had the unfortunate, tragedy that both his eldest sons, had died before him.
And this goes back to, and again, to bring it back to history, for people who are like, oh, you just building this up, just women power, whatever. No, let's go back to Queen Elizabeth I.
Yep.
Okay. Her brother, who I believe was Edward II, you know, the son by her father's like third wife, whatever. England had him as the next heir instead of her, but he died young, and that just threw the whole kingdom into chaos because you had
Mm,
Mary, his first daughter,
right.
and then you had Elizabeth. That was the only two heirs that Henry VIII had left.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's where that whole war, Bloody Mary between her and Queen Elizabeth, they did not want a woman on the throne. But you know what? They were stuck. But before that all happened, as
Hmm.
soon as Edward was born, they're like, oh, that's it. That's it. He's going to be the heir. No talk about
Hmm.
making Elizabeth, or Mary, because they were trying to marry Mary off to, I think, like the King of Spain or whatever at the time.
Hmm.
As soon as the male heir died, the whole king went nuts. They were like, we're vulnerable, we're going to get invaded, we need to do whatever. And that's why Elizabeth kept courting so many princes,
Hmm.
to
Just
keep
to
them
make
off
sure.
kilter and to get
Right.
money into England. Like, I might marry you, I might marry you, I might marry you. But England had never had a
A
queen
queen.
ever.
Mm.
And they had to be dragged kicking and
And
screaming
screaming.
to have that
Okay.
done.
I like that. I like that because obviously they're kind of skating on this too. I mean, the Lords of Westeros has sworn fealty to Rhaenyra being the queen. They
Hmm.
now let's see what their oaths are worth. But I know you know Elder Hightower. He's pretty much really just by the way he spoke to Otto at the very beginning of the episode. Aegon is the male, and he should be the heir. I already know
Hmm.
he's up here spinning to minor lords, even some of the high lords. Listen, I know we did what we did with Rhaenyra. I did it too. I swore the oath,
Hmm.
but hey, come on now. Practicality. A male should be sitting on the Iron Throne, and he's probably putting those seeds in there. So he's probably telling Otto, you better keep working on them. But right now, here is the scene that I really enjoyed, and it goes right back to how I felt about Viserys as a person,
Hmm.
because as much as he huff and puff and go through the thing like you need to be married, you got to do this, when she poured her heart out to him, that you know I feel like you're replacing me, you know, and it literally crushed him. I watched that scene, I think 3 times, just to make sure I was seeing
Hmm.
between the eye contact, how they were speaking to each other, that she was generally hurt that everything that you did, you're doing this to push me away from you because you
Hmm.
have Aegon, and I'm just sitting out here where all the vultures is trying to get at me, and you're not even trying to protect me from them, you know? And it really kind of stopped them right there. And he just like, okay, at this point, he did acquiesce and he did apologize, and he said, you know what, I, you know, the thing with him and her mother Emma, I didn't even know they was betrothed that young. She was 10 and he was 7, but she was the older, you
Hmm.
know. And he said, I didn't know what to expect, but he said I got the great deal out of it. And he said they ain't had nobody else but her mother. She was the greatest thing since sliced bread. She's if getting married in a way in which it will suit you and have you be in control. He finally let her have it. He said, you know what, baby girl, just all right, be your own woman.
Hmm.
Get the suitor that you feel like you want. you
And
know
I like that because
it
we,
was the
we
way
we
he
knows he
treated it.
loves his daughter.
I know.
That's why I just like broke his heart when she's like, I feel like you're trying to replace me. And that was
Hmm.
probably the first time that she actually felt either compelled or mature enough to
Yeah.
voice that instead of her distancing, attitude.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Yeah,
telling her, find somebody that you love. He's like, we need you to get married. Don't make no mistake. That needs to happen. But you need to find somebody who you truly love and who makes you happy and who is happy being the king, king consort.
yeah,
That's what I want for you. And
that's right.
and he tells her, I am not going to be around forever.
When he said that, I felt really bad. It was like, you know what, Viserys, in a perfect world, you need to be around here forever because as much as it's crazy around you,
Mm-hmm.
your whole personality, just at the very least, you're not one of the shit kings like Mad Ares Targaryen or Aegon the fifth. You know what I'm saying? Or no, Aegon the fourth. So you're not those type of shit kings. You're just trying to
Mm-hmm.
keep the peace and keep a large family from coming to blows with each other.
Right.
But his heart was always in the right place, and I feel for him. So yeah, when she said that, it really just eased him up, and he told him that you're going to do great things.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else matters other than your happiness. And he said by your mother, that she was literally in tears when he said that
Mm-hmm.
I will never supplant you. You know, you're gonna do great things on the Iron Throne. I mean, like I said, he poured his heart out. And as much as she was pissed off at him, you could have seen the tears almost coming out of her eyes, how much love and respect she has for him. Because, like I said, she felt like she was being pushed away, but he
Mm-hmm.
keeps reassuring her, I'm alive. Ain't nothing happening. You're not going to be supplanted. It's
Mm-hmm.
not happening.
No, and he admitted, he said, I wavered once.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, he copped to that. Like, my bad, I wavered once. But
Yeah.
he said, I swear on your,
On your
on your
mother's
mother.
memory. Yep. That was the key for me. That I guess when she held that and told her to say, you know what, be your own woman.
Mm-hmm.
Be your own woman. Do what you got to do, but know that when you hit the throne, you gonna be somebody special. And she looked up at her dad and was like, man, I got the best dad in the world.
She
Seriously.
said, what was her nickname? The Realm's
The
Delight.
realm's delight. Yep. That was it. And when she left there, it was like she knows exactly what she was gonna do. Poor Viserys. But yes, go to the best part of the show. Lord have mercy. Now Chorus is sitting up here like stressed out his mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Who's the hater? The little brother, right?
Yes, the little the yeah. Was it the is he the little? Is it
Yeah,
the
he's the
little
little
brother? Or he
brother.
the older? Oh
He's the
yeah,
younger brother. No,
the
he's the younger
uncle.
brother. Yeah, the dude on the left. What is his function? My man he's just like he's like a Debbie Downer. Obviously, he doesn't like Damon.
No, he don't like Damon. He thinks that his brother need to just look
Dump him.
dump him. Damon's like defeated. He can't even seal this up. How long this been going on?
Mm-hmm. I
Just
like
basically trying to
Lanor
start a
though.
mutiny.
I like Lanor though. Lanor stood up for the prince. He was like, well, "Come on, man. At least he's fighting. At least he's here. He brought a
Mm-hmm.
dragon, and he stayed with us for the 3 years we've been fighting out here. So come on, man. Just can you give him a little bit of love?" But of course, he running his mouth, and look how
Mm-hmm.
angry he is. It's like,
He's just pissed off. Like, I don't want to be here. Ah.
I want to bang some whores, and older brother was like, I will rip your goddamn throat out. You don't calm your ass down. And he calmed down. Here comes Prince Damon chilling,
Mm-hmm.
chilling out. And the other guys are sitting up here like, oh man, well, we need a win, man. We need a serious win. And here he gets the message from the king.
Mm-hmm.
Basically saying, bro, listen, I know you out there fighting hard. I know, we haven't been, talking to each other for a couple of years, but check this out, brother. I'm gonna send the ships. I'm gonna send extra men, and I know you're doing what you got to do, but you know what? I'm gonna be praying for you, brother. I'm gonna be praying for you, and I want to see you there soon. Wow, that. I mean, normally that's the type of shit to make your heart. You know what I'm saying? And I think when Damon read the letter, he read the letter, took it. No, wait a minute. He was thinking. He was in his thoughts right here.
Yeah.
I will dare say that slight smile told him that my brother still loves me. My brother just, he literally says he's praying for me to be okay and he wants to see me soon. But at the same time, he's like, my brother is bailing me out again.
And that's what leads me to when after that, he just started beating the crap out of the messenger.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. It was like my brother's just bailing me out, basically telling me you can't do this on your own.
Right.
And now he's got to come and do this. And people aren't going to see this as me leading them to victory. They're going to see it as the king's brother bails him out yet one more time.
Yet again. Yep. And I think that's when he snapped, because it wasn't like he couldn't appreciate the words his brother sent to him about, yeah, we're sending the ships now. And listen, I know you're doing your best out there, and I'm praying for you to win. And I want to see you soon, like, damn, this is the first time my brother actually said that he's praying for me. But it all goes back down to what you were saying. I can't have him bail me out because it just seems like I can't do anything that's on my own. So yeah, smack the messenger, and he got on the boat. Got on the boat
and just basically done. Well, I'll drop that in a minute. We go a little further.
Okay. Now he's going there, and these kids in the hidey hole because they don't want the dragons to come out.
Yeah.
But he raises the white flag, signaling that he's given up.
I
was shocked. First seeing it, I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute, is he gonna? Because my thought was he was gonna allow himself to be captured, and he was gonna force Viserys to come there himself. That's what I was thinking. Because the other plan didn't work with Dragonstone. He wanted Viserys to come there personally so he can confront him. So I was thinking, oh, Damon's trying to do the same thing by being captured, because they're not going to kill the prince unless it's for a ransom. So I'm thinking, yeah, he was going to give himself up and see what Viserys would do. Would you come with the full force of Westeros and blah, 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 blah? To say that my brother loves me enough that he won't bring everybody in Westeros to come and get me. But like I said, that was my thinking going in.
I was just looking at this like, I can't believe I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
It's like I see it, but I can't believe I'm seeing this. As proud as Damon is, that he would do this.
And anybody that's in the chat, did you? I mean, like I said, I really thought he was going to give himself up to have Viserys come out there. You know what I'm saying? To save his brother. You love me, come and bring Westeros to come and get me, or something to that effect. Like I said, he pulled out Dark Sister. I was like, what the?
My heart broke when I saw this. I'm just like, I can't. I'm like, please don't tell me I'm seeing what I'm seeing right now, because I'm just like, your brother said he's already bringing aid and all that. Why do you? And again, it's probably like, okay, is it just a spite him or what the heck? But either way, this didn't sit right with me.
Yeah,
it's like, even if I'm like, okay, even if he goes through with this, I knew I was going to have zero respect for this dude. So I'm just like, it doesn't seem to jive with his nature.
Right. I see what you're saying. I was so convinced that he was going to force Viserys to bring his ass out here,
which is another good observation, because I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like he didn't do it at Dragonstone. I was thinking he was going to do that be captured, but on a grand scale, like, okay, well, I was just occupying Dragonstone. Now I'm captured. Come save your brother. You know, you love me. Come out here.
Get me.
Right, come get me. That's what was my thinking, and I was like, okay, because they're not gonna kill him off. So I knew they wasn't going to do that. So I said, okay, there's got to be a little on that elaborate shit that Damon's trying to do to get Viserys out of the hidey hole. But yeah, man, he came in there. The guy's ready to like, we gonna shoot the arrows. Don't worry, we got this under control. Then my man, the crab feeder, come. Now he's out of the hidey hole. He's like, what?
And he comes out like, am I?
He looking at him like,
is this the big bad dragon rider now? All of a sudden, and you notice he's looking around like, where the dragon at?
I know. That's what he probably was looking up and around. And
like where Caraxus at? Because I kept looking to him like, well, where the dragon at?
Yeah, I was like, you coming alone under a flag of truce?
Do you really think Caraxus would have just been like, no? I'm not just gonna let you, go out like that, knowing, who the threat is.
Yep. And he get, like I said, he was on his knees, his head bowed down. I was like, damn.
I'm like, I was just like, I can't look at this. I said, I can't look at this, knowing what we've seen of Daemon Targaryen. I'm like, I cannot. I'm like, this must be a dream.
Especially in King's Landing with the gold clothes. I mean, ruthless. But here he was. And then all of a sudden,
Leroy
Jenkins pulls out the knife, and it's on to the races, motherfucker.
He went Leroy Jenkins on
Leroy Jenkins. Fuck Leroy Jenkins. That man went John Wick. Now, my man doing rolls and oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? My man is like going at these kids.
Just
not even caring. He dodging arrows and making moves and don't see how fast
is he crazy? Because it literally looks like a suicide mission.
Yes.
I'm just like, okay, I'm glad he didn't surrender, but I'm just like, how? Okay, granted, we do know that he survives and we know that he does, but it's just like, this is freaking suicide. That's all I can think about is just how I'm just like, it's just crazy enough that it just might work. It kind of reminds me this line I heard, I forget which show it was, but it was about the Vietnam War. And this one colonel said, acting like Superman can save you, but it can also get you killed.
That's true. He Galadriel. You know what? Razvan, there's a difference between, John Wick Galadriel and John Wick Daemon Targaryen. You know, he kept it 100 when he was going at these guys, doing the rolls. He wasn't jumping up in the air, the 10 feet in the air, and floating
doing
around and all that,
and trying to do the anime superhero pose or whatever. Exactly. He was about business. All you saw was bodies and knives just getting thrown everywhere. And unlike with Galadriel, I actually cared what happened to Daemon Targaryen.
Pretty much. The archers was on point, but the way Daemon was moving, it was like he was one step ahead. Dudes coming in from Daemon just don't have no fear of these dudes. I mean, I would have been like, oh shit, I got archers on the roof. I got dudes coming at me. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with Daemon. Daemon was like, focus.
Do you think that because in the beginning, when we saw it, when Caraxus was just like burning crap down and they were shooting flaming arrows at him, do you think that maybe by this time he studied them enough to know exactly where they're gonna shoot at, how they're gonna shoot at, who's shooting at? Who's shooting at him? He may have figured that out,
right?
To kind of, because you notice when he was running, I mean, they were missing him. They got him, I think, like once or twice.
Yeah, they finally got him, but it took a while.
It seemed like it was tactically planned which way he was running, who he was killing. It did not look haphazard at all.
Yeah, exactly. My man just went out on his boy. He caught an arrow in the knee or the side of the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, but he up there cutting.
Pull that
these
out.
throats.
It'll stop me.
Oh, they ain't stopping him for no reason at all. Finally, I was trying. Oh man, they're not letting it. Yeah, he got it on his chest plate and a little bit under the armor. So they did catch him. They did catch him, but out of all of that, they, coming dead at him. And then all of a sudden, Damon gets up and look who. Wait a minute. No, he was surrounded.
He was
literally
surrounded
by these
stuck
dudes
under that structure there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. He just the way he looked, he was like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and if I fall, it is what it is.
Like I'm going out.
Behold, here comes Sea Smoke with
this
Reina
one,
Velaryon on Dragonback.
The sniper dragon. This is what I'm talking about. Why this is so good with the way that they render the dragons, because this dragon, you notice how precise it was.
Yes.
And it seemed to fly differently. With Caraxes, it's just like, yeah, I'm the big badass freaking dragon. I'm taking my time before I burn you up. This one is like, I'm coming straight in for you. You got no time to think.
Yep.
Boom. Before you blink, you're already toast.
Yeah, I love the fact that Sea Smoke just basically just took care of everybody on that ledge. Lord have mercy. You
see how they lit them all on fire all around except for where Damon was.
Right. And here come Corlys.
Because they kept looking for the dragon. Remember the dragon at? They did not see this one coming.
Nope, they didn't. Got a throat. cut their throats. Yeah, that battle was gruesome. But Corlys Velaryon, my dude was no joke with that big ass axe that he had. Ooh. My man was on He-Man the Barbarian type shit. I said to myself, man, this can't get no better than this. And then I know it's already gonna get better than that. Then, of course, at the end, the hero.
This one, okay. Can I just say, I like how he dragged him out.
Yep.
And what he dragged out.
Yep. He didn't leave nothing for nobody to see. Dragging his ass. And said, you know what? That's how you get the job done. Covered in blood. So obviously he went mano a mano with this dude and handled his business.
Personal.
Goodness gracious. I'm sorry. I said to myself, bravo. Bravo freaking.
The fact that they laid out the crab dude with his torso and his guts hanging out. You needed to see that. Because of how much of a threat this dude was. The fact that it's half a torso, nothing from the bottom down, just guts out, everything.
And then on top of that, I mean, come on. They had him there for 3 years, going back and forth in a hidey hole, doing, lightning strikes and all of that. Nobody can't really get a hold of him. Can't the dragons get a hold of him? Yeah, he dragged this shit out. But Damon was like, no, you ain't dragging this shit out no more. We caught you. So was it planned? So was Damon doing that was planned, or he just like, let me just throw caution to the winds and see what happens?
I think he just went and did it. Because think about it. It's like, okay, my brother's come to save my ass. All right. Worst case scenario, I die. There's already reinforcements coming to smoke this fool. So you know what?
Well, I'm gonna go after him. Okay.
Yeah. So he probably figured, you know what? I'm gonna do the one thing my brother can't control. I'm gonna go after this dude myself.
And so Mike has bad. He says it was kind of dangerous for him to be getting the crab guy's blood on him since he's infected with great. Yeah, that's right. He was infected with grayscale. But you know what? I don't think his hands was. I know a part of his shoulders and stuff like that. So maybe it didn't reach his hands. That's the only reason why Damon just dragged him out by his hand. But then again, he chopped half his body off anyway. So
yeah, his guts out and
right,
everything.
But I guess, but that leads straight into how Damon was. He was just like, he's a quick temper. He goes for the gusto.
Mm-hmm.
My man don't have no fear. If I gotta come after you, I'm gonna do it. You know them saying that it's just like everything else be damned, and we'll just take it from there. He literally did that and came out alive behind it. So whether the gods was protecting him or what have you, it's pretty much a moot point because he literally said that I'm not gonna have my brother bail me out. I got to do something. And I guess Corliss and then was wondering, well, where's he going? He going on a boat by himself. And I know they had the presence of mind to be like, you know what? Let's follow him and see what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it. Just watch it too.
Yeah. So ain't no riding sea smoke. Take that, landed. Yep. Exactly. But he has Targaryen blood, so I mean, who was his mother? Rhaenys. Rhaenys is his mother. Yep.
And it's been 3 years. So maybe
everybody
within that time, everybody's grown up. He probably said, "Okay, you need to spend time or time before with the dragon."
Yeah, get bonded with them,
with it. And it seemed like it was a much younger one because it moved much faster, and you can tell that it was, that it was smaller.
But I love how that bonding really shows up into the show, because when Daemon got hit by those arrows when he was on Caraxes screamed,
yes,
and tried to block the other arrows from hitting him. I was like, wow. Dan and Dave never showed nothing. Well, no, Drogon was kind of like that too, but not in a way, because not like Daenerys got hit by any arrows or anything. But when she tried to pull the stick out and Jaime was trying to go at her, Drogon like, excuse me? Jaime was like, oh shit. I thought that was so badass though. I did. Are you calling my mom's?
I know, just like
I do. Are you serious?
With another thing, talking about what Dan and Dave didn't do, one of the things again that I've noticed with this show, again, the personality with the dragons, actually hearing the dragons communicate. So that's something that's that's extra. Instead of just the roaring and just the fire and everything, you actually like hear them vocalizing.
Right. And Johnny Ford 42 says, the books, they talk about how dragons and their riders bond. Yeah, but I guess I like them showing how the bonding works in the TV show. So yes, they made it very clear these dragons was gonna have personalities. So the personalities kind of matches the rider. That's one of the reasons why Cyrax is such a badass dragon, because it has probably the same temperament as Rhaenyra. That's why she keeps telling people she's very protective of me. Don't do anything stupid.
No sudden moves, because she's going to smoke. And even when she landed with Rhaenyra on her, before she even truly landed, kind of like how when cats land on something, they don't sit right away.
See you soon, brother. But catch the replay, man, because I got a little treat at the end. So hope you're gonna like it.
Just the way that Cyrax just kind of settled on the wall, like, I see you.
Yeah,
I see you.
But the deed was done, man. It was like, we won the day. So everything is gonna play out in the next episode. The conquering heroes has finally returned. So I'm very interested in how this thing is gonna play out between him and Viserys,
King of the Narrow Sea,
and the Stepstones. That's gonna pretty much blow, not even so much blow Viserys away, but everybody else that's gonna see Daemon. So how long he's been gone? 3 years plus, more or less. That she even Rhaenyra was like, I haven't seen or talked to my brother.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's up with my uncle. I don't talk to him.
Yeah, exactly. So, whew. And of course, coming on the heels of the Amazon show, I know
what show.
Lorena, I know
what show. What show?
Lorena,
You mean
I
the show? Even Elon Musk is like,
watched.
nah.
Is he still in control of Twitter, or is he, he's bouncing back and forth? I don't know.
I think it's going to court.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
hopefully he'll pretty much get it at the end, so he could just knock these people out the box. But I tried to watch it. I went through the thing about maybe 15. That I basically fell asleep when the Black Hobbits came in. It's just like paint by numbers, man, and they look so dirty. They look
the
like
horror flicks
nomads.
they do that. I was trying to explain to somebody. I said when you first saw the hobbits, they have like their little houses and how cool they looked, and they had the way that they were dressed, even though they had hairy feet. There was just something about them and
Yeah,
unique about them that drew you in. The Harpists just looked like they just rolled
dirty
in
nomads.
dirt.
They just come out of a hidey hole, dust themselves off, put whatever on their back, and they just keep it moving. I'm like,
This
what?
is freaking.
And their dialogue is so.
It's horrible. Now I will say I do like the doors. I did like the doors.
Okay, I didn't even get that far.
That was passable. That
Okay,
was actually passable. I did like them, and I
couldn't
think
get past
because the guy who plays the dwarf king, apparently he's been in other stuff, so I think I've seen him before. He's a well-known actor. The dialogue with how they did the dwarves and everything, that was okay. I actually liked that part, but not enough to make me keep watching this show. It's just
I fell asleep
horrible.
with the Black Hobbits. Nothing in their dialogue, and I'm just like nodding off. So I nodded off. I woke up, and here come John Wick Galadriel with close cup Elrond, and they talking something, and their mouths was moving, but I was like,
I didn't care. I
didn't care, right? I didn't care. So I turned my TV off, and I puffed up my pillow and went right back to sleep. I haven't seen it since. I haven't watched it the episode.
I don't want to
have
see
no
it.
interest.
I'm tired of Fire TV throwing that up. I'm tired of going to Amazon and like Rings of Power. I don't care. Just
they putting embargoes on people writing bad things on it.
Yeah, pulling comments and
how many people that you think is going to be bots? It's people that actually sit up here and like, listen, bro, it's not looking good, man. And the fact that McKinney draws $2 super sticker, what is it?
Thank you. It is a Shiba dog shaking his body from left to right, surrounded by red hearts.
Sucky. So yeah, man. I thank you so much, McKinney. I'm glad that you popped in here. Like I said, House of the Dragon is just smoking these guys on every level. Cinematography,
Absolutely.
acting, the storylines. You know what I'm saying? Attentions to details. It's just whatever it is in terms of their acting. Because obviously Matt Smith is carrying the show by himself. I mean, Viserys is great. Rhaenyra is great. Everybody's great.
They're good.
Great.
Everybody's bringing their A game.
Yeah, I don't see nobody corny or whatever. The only person I can even think of that would be considered corny is the Grand Maester, and the other dude.
Yeah, because the maesters are usually kind of weird anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We shall put the maggots in your hand.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, so and like I said, they wasn't even all that bad, but if anything, could be the weak link is there. Everybody else is in their A game. You would think that if you're gonna, bastardize Tolkien's work, at least make it interesting and entertaining, where you can say, well, this ain't Tolkien's work, but damn, this shit is pretty good right here.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you could have taken inspiration from Tolkien's work put something that's worth watching.
And Miss Martin Muse said it the best. That's what happens when you don't have the rights to the real story. But obviously, $2 billion or Bezos money must have told them, well, work around that. But
Bezos money and one of JJ's lackeys of the series. You didn't know about that?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Wow.
One of JJ's lackeys and one of the directors is responsible for directing the worst Jurassic Park movie known as Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Yeah.
Wait a minute, the newest one?
No, not Dominion. The one before that,
the
Fallen
one before
Kingdom.
Okay, I didn't see that one. The newest one, I'm kind of intrigued by it. So
I still have to see that one, but yeah, do not watch Fallen Kingdom. It is
definitely not going to do that.
It's ass. Let's put it this way: Colin Trevorrow was supposed to direct that, and
he was. He should have directed it. It would have came out a lot better. Tracy, love you, baby. So glad that you're here. A little bit late. We're pretty much getting ready to wrap up a little bit, but it's all good because that's why the playback is here. You know.
Yes.
And she said that they never even written anything.
No, they have not.
So they just first out the gate for everything.
Everything. Bezos just basically said, "Here's all this money. JJ said you good for it. Go write me a series."
Oh, it definitely shows. It definitely shows, but it just makes more people want to get into House of the Dragon.
Yeah,
because they made that. So the Rings of Power crew told people to go to the theater so you could see those 2 episodes for free on the big screen.
Yeah,
nothing, and that's supposed to bring out the buzz, and of course the shills is gonna be like, "Yay, Rings of Power, la 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 la." But now that House of the Dragon already got the respect of the people, the respect of a lot of shill media articles, even saying that, damn, this thing is pretty good. Everybody was skeptical after episode 1, but when they saw episode 1, it was like, wait a minute, whoa, we didn't expect them to get busy like that. So now we 3 episodes in, people are actually co-signing this now. Now you on Twitter, you got Twitter stands. I even saw an account that has Aegon, second of his name, a Twitter account with Aegon, second of his name, with the little boy in the show. I was like, damn, that was fast. But this is the world we live in. People making stand accounts, standing for Allison or Damon or Rhaenyra or King Viserys. So they already doing this already. It's almost like the Game of Thrones crowd just really never left. They was just hoping that this shit was going to be solid. Yeah,
just like, let's see what you do. Yeah, then it's like, all right.
Back in the business, baby. One guy said, yeah, I know. I'm ready to get my heart broken again. I'm ready for it. I said, brother, you preaching to the choir. We all feel the same way. It could possibly go to shit, but the best thing about it is that the House of the Dragon, the story, has a beginning, middle, and an end. That was actually put together. And since George R.R. Martin is executive producer and actually working with them through this process, like I said, man, what more do you need? Unfortunately, you don't have Tolkien to actually tell these fuck Muppets what are you doing? What are you doing? And like I said, we're black people. We are not sitting up here co-signing Don Lemon immaculate fade elves that you don't really see. And I'm not hating on an author who wrote a great mythology for Roman Catholics in his country. I'm not sweating that. Shit. Yeah. Peter Jackson made me a believer that I could watch somebody's work and not care about why there's no black people or whatever. I just sat back and just chill.
Because it was just such a treat to see. I was just happy I didn't have to read the books because I just didn't. I'm like, I wasn't really into fantasy, but I'm like Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna sit here and I'll watch the movie. And just for a normie like me, I'm a normie. All I did was just enjoy it.
It did me too. Me too. I had like I said, the most in terms of my knowledge of Tolkien was when my mother brought the Hobbit book, and she had a hell of a time trying to read it to me as a kid, but I always remembered that. So by the time you saw the 78 Rankin Bass
that one, the cartoon,
that was in my memory completely. That's how I figure out of Lord of the Rings. Now when you finally get to the movies, still a normie, you know, don't read the books, but you follow everything like, yo, this thing is fire. So by the time we got the Two Towers and me and my man watching it in the theater, and I'm so blown away, that's when, like I said, he made the comment, because I said maybe we as black people could come up with something like that. And he said, nah, that's the crazy ass white boys. That's their thing. We can't do nothing like that. And I said, I could do something like that. And he looked at me like, bro, you can't do nothing like that. That was my challenge. So I have to thank Tolkien, or the movie from Peter Jackson, for putting the idea in my head that I spent the last 15 years building my own universe, and now I'm actually finally writing my novel, you know? So I give Tolkien the thanks just inadvertently, because that was his work that I drew the inspiration from, you know? So, and like I said, a lot of it still comes from history and mythology and stuff like that. So you got a wealth of all of this. Just enjoy the ride. But there's no, like I said, for a great story, you don't have to bastardize it just to try to make it your own. But this is the world we live in right now. And it's unfortunate, but at least House of the Dragon is doing something right. I don't even care about, you know, like I said, the whole thing was, oh, black guy is colorless and he got dreads and oh, the shit is going to be woke, blah, blah, blah. I said to myself, if the author and the creator of Chorus Velaryon signed off on the black dude for being colorless and actually said, I wish I wouldn't have made him so stringent, because I don't really care. As long as his character and everything else is intact, give a shit about his color. Let him be black. That's the creator of the character.
Exactly.
That's all I needed to know. You know, it's because it's not that fucking serious. It's everybody, seriously.
No, I think if it wasn't this wanting race swapping just to do it, I don't think anybody would have blinked at this.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, well, let's see how they do this. And that would have been the end of it.
Yeah, but then again, Lord of the Rings, you know, just went off the deep end with the
Lord, they
diversity
just,
shit.
Goodness.
I mean, God, the girl that's the dwarf, that's all she talks about. She ain't even really talking about her character per se, like what's her history and this, that, whatever. She said the first black. That's all that comes out her mouth.
And that's the thing. I don't know who these freaking PR people are, but you're not helping them out. They're not talking about how happy they are to be affiliated with something like this, telling you what the great things you're going to see, talk about how grateful they are to have the role, you know, who they worked with, their co-workers, so excited for the people to see it. They just want to go off the deep end. And it's like, it's not even necessary that you do that. Don't give people ammo like that to use, you know, against you. And at the same time, these people telling them, hey, say stuff like this. You see what's going on out here in the press about, oh, well, the fans are being racist because they don't like the fact that, and that's what it is, to shield the fact that the whole show is crap.
Yeah. And then we just fighting amongst each other because certain people is just like, listen, I don't care. I just want to have something good. Why can't I have something good? Well, the product is not really good.
No,
but
that's
the actors is pushing the whole diversity thing. At least the dude that's playing Corlys Velaryon, he's like, look, I got his little issue with those that's hating on him just because. But he's like, listen, all right, it's whatever. But let my acting do the work, and then you can make your judgment behind it. But I had a great feeling about, for whatever reason, it just something in me was really digging the way he wanted to get into this character. And boy, does it show.
He does.
Ooh, he is bad. I said it. You know, I said this the first.
You did say that.
I said I'm going to like Corlys, but I have this deep feeling that he's gonna wow the hell out of us. He not. I don't think he's really the Tyrion type like I thought he was gonna be. But oh boy, he's a man of action. He's a man of action. He's like I said, he told Damon, we cut from the same cloth, man.
Exactly.
I'm ready to get these hands on you for what I got on my house.
I like how that ended the episode 2, how that ended with the two of them together.
He said, I did it from the strength of my back. I was
like, dang.
That's my man right there. That's my man, Corlys Velaryon. I'm rolling with the Valarians, you know? Shoot. Him and Rainey, they like two peas in the pod, man. So it's not like Corliss is whoring around up in King's Landing and banging out you know what I'm saying? He's chilling with his lady wife, everybody chilling, but yeah. This is what real good cinema does for you, man. And like I said, I feel bad. I feel bad that people, like I said, they're still gonna have their gripes about the color of people's skin or what have you on properties that, like I said, didn't normally, put, people of color into the thing. But at the end of the day, people gonna like what they like. They're gonna watch what they're gonna watch, and they're gonna stand what they're gonna stand. For older people like myself, I ain't got time to fuck around with it no more. I mean, back in the good days when I was bitching and moaning about Star Wars or whatever. But like I said, when you grow older, when you get more wisdom and stuff, and I had to get all of that to the point where, you know what, I'm just going around in circles. And I can't do videos going around in circles anymore because it's not affecting anything. So you just got to try to, hitch on to something that you feel can entertain you regardless of race swap or whatever.
Exactly. Is it worth your time or not? Does it entertain you or not? If it doesn't, move on to the next thing that does. Yeah,
because the actors sitting up here, burying themselves by what they talk out their mouth without even, you know what I'm saying? Without even letting the people, see your character and make the judgment for yourself, But this is what Hollywood is, and we're here to give you the truth that everybody from every race, every color, every creed can have a great story if they're under the right hands. But luckily for us, we got House of the Dragon for now, anyway.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
So hopefully it won't, just go off the deep end like season 8. But to be honest with you, I could have still tolerated season 8 Game of Thrones if they had not fucked up Jon's heart. I could have bypassed everything else had they not did Jon justice. At least with Daenerys, she was supposed to go loony. It should have been dragged out a little bit.
It should have been. They cut it off before it could really
just cut it off
get started. And what they did with Jon, I was just like, hell with you.
Yeah, I can't. And especially now that we get the reveal that Aegon Targaryen conquered the 7 kingdoms to unite them against the threat that will at some point will eventually come, and there has to be a Targaryen on the throne. So the whole Song of Ice and Fire was planned from the beginning, but at the time we didn't know that. And Dan and Dave, and I have to give Dan and Dave some credit, they didn't even know. Otherwise, they probably would have done things differently. But then again, who the fuck knows? They got so many damn Emmys. They must have really thought, we tired. We already won 1 billion and 1 Emmys. We conquered the world. Let's just roll this shit so we can get into Star Wars. And they didn't even get that. That's why you don't see hair, no hide, no hair of them.
Nope. Who?
I know, right? So, my lovely Lorena Creole, final thoughts on this episode, second of his name.
My favorite episode so far, because you saw the characters grow. Even though time had passed, we weren't seeing the same old characters. I'm not saying old. You knew who they were, but they had changed. Yeah. And you saw how they changed, like before your eyes. So I liked seeing that. Like seeing that scene at the end.
Yes.
With Damon just going
with
for
John
it.
Wick. The proper John Wick.
The proper John Wick. Although I did think he was Leroy Jenkins at first, because that's what popped. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Anyway, but yeah, it's the writing is on point, the cinematography is on point, and it's just enjoyable. You don't feel like you're okay. Granted, I have not read the book, so I'll say this. I didn't feel like I was insulted watching it as a normie, and I was just like, okay,
you know what? That's good for you. That's good for you, because I can tell you, and like I said, I ain't giving out spoilers or whatever. But the thing is that if they do, because I feel like they are following the source material, very, very closely. And that's another thing I was so happy about. But I know they'll make a couple of little changes or whatever. And the story in and of itself is supposed to be done by different people's points of views. because the maesters are normally the ones that really writes these stories.
Right.
They was already biased
Mhm.
against Rhaenyra. So certain people may have said certain things about her that wasn't true, but was put out there
Right.
as true. And then there was other people on the other side saying this, and other people was writing it down. Well, who got what?
Mhm.
So they're gonna play around with that. The showrunners and George R. R. Martin, they're gonna play around with that. And even George R. R. Martin says this was not to say that this could be the actual thing. It could
Right.
be, it couldn't be, but they'll leave it up to interpretations or what you quote unquote think you see. And that's
Mhm.
another element why I'm still going to enjoy it, because nobody can be wrong. Everybody has their conspiracy theories. So this is the story for conspiracy theories. It's like, did her and Kristen Cole hooked up, or did Viserys really was faithful to Emma? And you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
is Otto gay? So
Lord.
who knows? They just throwing stuff out just to let
Mhm.
you know that there are a lot of people in the pot that likes to stir it because of who they support, and they giving it out there like, well, I don't give a fuck about no Rhaenyra. Well, I don't give a damn about her Alex. I'll tell you the real juicy stuff about her. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
enjoy the ride and know that it's gonna get crazier from here. That's why I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, damn, we in season 1, 3 episodes in, and this shit is crazy. And they talking about doing 5 seasons of this.
Bring it.
On, bring it. You know, let ROP just be DOA while we just brick the accolades, the
Pouring
Emmys,
out.
and everything else. $2 billion. But for everyone that came here to hang out with us tonight, thank you so very much. Miss Martin Muse, Johnny Fortu, Tracy. I wish I hadn't read all the books. Don't worry, just Tracy, honey, just enjoy the ride. I'm literally not even sweating anything. Miss Martin Muse came through. Oh my goodness, the lovely A2D2 working overtime.
Mhm.
My goodness, she is a godsend to me. I tell you that right now. She always on point, doing everything she
Yes.
can to make sure we get the best show out of every week. Every week.
Mhm.
Raz fan, Mehanu.
Razvan Mihanu?
You said it much better than me.
Okay, I'm
I'm so
guessing.
glad it
I'm
came
sorry if
through.
I got it wrong.
Yeah, TT in the building. Jay Hang chilled with us before he had to bounce. Bigger Ford Entertainment came here. Mike Hart, Hart has bad knees. Yeah, you got bad knees. You gotta fix that, bro. You gotta fix that like ASAP. Johnny Wingate up in the building. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Stick Kenobi came through. McKinney draws. He's switching that up because he's been McKinney 90 for like
That's true.
God knows
Yeah.
how long, man.
Uh-huh.
The nicer gamer in the house. All right. So yeah, Achilles V came through. Becky Browan jumped in for a little while. Also fresh 1994. So yeah, got the regulars coming in. And like I said, hopefully we'll see a lot of people coming in on the playback. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I know I had fun. We are going to be at Lorena Creole's channel next week for episode 4. We don't know what the title is yet, but we don't care. You just bring all that juicy Dallas Falcon Crest. What else? Damn, what was that other soap opera? Because I know my mother and my grandmother watched that.
Dynasty.
Yeah, Dynasty, and all that. Bring all that Hollywood drama. Bring it all in there, you know. But at the same time, I hope you catch the playback. Catch us next week, same time, 7:30, over at Lorena Creole's channel. We're gonna have a ball, and I got a special treat for all of y'all that hung out here. All 15 of y'all hung out here for the entire time. So let's get this party started. Wow. Where is it at? Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye in the best way possible. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it, because I enjoy putting it together. This is one of my favorites. So let's go. Woo! All right, everybody. What a show! What a show! What a show! Thank you all for coming out here tonight to rock with us as we discuss House of the Dragon, Episode 3, The Second of His Name. And man, oh man, we had a ball here tonight. But take heart, Pilgrim, even though we're leaving now. Next week, we're going to be right back at Lorena Creole's channel, discussing episode 4. Man, oh man, it just seems like each of these episodes get better and better. And now we ain't talking about that other, fantasy series at the other channel. Now we ain't talking about that. That's a non-cypher over here. But let's get everybody out of here the right way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. Uh-uh. 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 Oh my goodness. One more time for your mind. Let's do it. When we last left our heroes, it was 3 years of war. Up in the stepstones for a worthy cause. Lord Hightower told Otto, yo, step it up. If Aegon ain't on the throne, we gon' need some help. Tywin Lannister tried to tell the king, if the stepstones fall, we gon' lose everything. Daemon and Corlys trying to fight for a sword. Yeah, the only thing left to do, yo, make the call. Viserys is like, can I get my grub on? Where the hell is my daughter? She's been gone way too long. We're never in the Godswood trying to lay low. She don't want any part of a dad shit show. She's reading a brook while the minstrel sing a song. Whole hoppin' Allison finally came along. Told the minstrel to stab, I'm queen up in here. Never said bitch please, ain't nobody scared. House of the Dragon, yeah that shit's Rhaenyra Targaryen is Viserys Targaryen is Daemon Targaryen, that boy is House of the Dragon, yeah that shit's Rhaenyra Targaryen is Viserys Targaryen is Daemon Targaryen, that boy is. The hunt is to celebrate the prince name day. Festival for everyone here to play. Allison pregnant with another child. Prince Aegon running around acting too wild. Rhaenyra always fed up with the strip. Viserys trying hard to get this crazy girl hitched. Meanwhile, Jason Lannister tried to shoot a shot. I wanna bang you out up in Casterly Rock. Rhaenyra said, please God, I'm not the one. Rode into the forest at the setting of the sun. Kristen Cole went after her, cause he know if anything happens to her, he's dead and he cold. They both in the forest politicking at night, thinking someone is trying to steal a birthright. The king meanwhile is drunk and out of his mind. Lionel Strong came through giving advice one more time. House of the Dragon, yeah that shit's Rhaenys Targaryen, yeah that girl's Corlys Velaryon, that man is Aemon One-Eye Targaryen is House of the Dragon, yeah that shit Rhaenys Targaryen, yeah that girl's Corlys Velaryon, that man is Aemon One-Eye Targaryen is Otto Hightower back on the long game, trying to make the young prince the second of his name. He told Allison, you need to lock this shit down. Tell the king that my son is the one that wears the crown. Allison resisted, I'm not down with that. Trying to steal a girl's birthright? Yo, that's fucking whack. You better do something quick, the shit's about to change. If the king kicks the bucket, then she gon' bring the pain. The queen sat down and had a talk with the king. The stepstones need help, that's something you can bring. They started this mess where you can end this here now. For all your brothers fall, you can't disavow. The king told the messengers, you're going on a trip. Tell my little brother he gonna get all some shifts. He told Rhaenyra to be your own girl. When you sit the Iron Throne, you will rock their whole world. Yeah, House of the Dragon, yeah, that shit. Rhaenyra Targaryen is Viserys Targaryen is Daemon Targaryen, yeah, that boy's Rhaenys Targaryen, yeah, that girl's Corlys Velaryon, that man is Aemon One-Eye Targaryen is Aegon Targaryen is oh yeah, that shit is Rhaenyra Targaryen is Viserys Targaryen is Daemon Targaryen, that boy is Rhaenys Targaryen, that girl is Corlys Velaryon, that man's Aemon One-Eye Targaryen is the Aegon, the second of his name is. Here we go again. But we're not done. Yeah, I went down to the whole episode, but I left the best part for last. Whew, the GOAT, baby. The road prince touched down, got the letter from the king. I love you, bro. Here's some ships. Go do your thing. The messenger got on the boat and he rode. Whether win or lose, he gon' be in control. Hold the white flag, then he got on his knees. He raised, dark sister, this is your victory. They came out the hidey hole, ready to accept. He stabbed them in the heart, yeah, it's time to catch wreck. The boys on the ledge let them arrows rain through. He dodged all them arrows cause it ain't nothing new. He saw the crab feeder, he gon' make him a Vic. Mowing all these dudes down like he was just John Wick. Caught 2 arrows in the chest with no sweat. See Smoke and Leonore finally on the set. They brought fire and blood right out the sky. Corliss and the crew came through and survived. They begging on their knees, please don't have me killed. Corliss started laughing, yeah, this shit just got real. Damon Targaryen, the hero of the day, chopped the crab feeder in half and sent them on his way. Oh my God. Let me go. Get the dog up the show. Ain't nothing touching House of the Dragon right now, baby. Let's go. It's another favorite of mine, ladies and gentlemen. Woo. What a way to send you home. This message is brought to you by, well, this song was brought to you by the Dark Council. Catch us Wednesday night, baby. Yep. I'm gonna be at the helm again. Thank you all once again. God bless you all. Be good to yourself and be good to others. Fire and blood, baby.